Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball FighterZ video. Today we'll be breaking down the moves that we saw in the trailer for Super Baby 2. If you go on to enjoy the video and you're not already subscribed, be sure to do that. I'm going to be keeping you up to date with all of the latest news for this game. But getting right into it, here we get a look at his auto combo where the third hit of this auto combo looks to be a bit of a grab. And these are always tricky, you know, they keep you on your defense, they keep you on your toes, something you're going to have to watch out for sure. Especially if the opponent starts throwing assists out there, this is something you can really get tripped up by. Next up we see this fist down towards the ground, so it does look like he teleported from the floor into the air right above Gohan. This also looks like it hits overhead and has a smash property to it as well, which means it's probably going to be really good for some combo stuff. Now the next move we get a glimpse at is this really cool twirl that he does, which is a multi-hitting attack. And then it leads directly into some ki blasts that go at a bit of an arc. Now this guy's got a lot of ki blasts that look pretty much exactly the same. So just for clarification, in the scans they showed us a different ki blast that went over GT Goku's head, went off the screen and came back like a boomerang. This is not those ki blasts from that scan. These are a different set of ki blasts. And while this may also share the same properties where it goes off and boomerangs back, we don't really get to see that here. This has to be a command normal, right? Like, come on. A lot of characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ have command normals, and it's pretty similar to this. Something like what Super Saiyan Vegeta has. And this bad boy is gonna give you a sliding knockdown as well, and just like Cooler, he drags you across the floor for just a little bit. So you can probably combo this into a level 3 or a level 1 if you wanted to. Now that right there is the ki blast that goes off the screen and comes back like a boomerang. But look at that beautiful arc. It travels like kind of glides across the ground. They haven't really done this yet, but it would be sick if that ki blast actually hits low. Once again, there's no confirmation as far as that last part. It's just, it would be dope if that ki blast hit low, you know? They don't really give you that option. Now look at this. In this scene right here, Super Baby goes ahead and shoots a bunch of ki blasts into the sky and they rain back down on your opponent. I really hope this tracks because if it does, that would be sick. Now here they get slick with the editing, because you can see Baby launch forward and hit Gohan with his right kneecap. The move connects, and a few frames later, suddenly his right arm is launched forward, his left arm is back, and he's hitting Gohan with his left kneecap instead. I almost think it's a different attack entirely because, let's be real, that's a massive cut between one single frame. And I'll tell you what, man, editing Dragon Ball FighterZ videos, I can tell you transitions don't happen this quickly. So I'm almost 100% certain that these two are different attacks. And if it is the same attack, then they, for some reason, cut out a couple of frames between this kneecap and this kneecap. Regardless, Gohan is out of the game and GT Goku comes into the fight, and the next thing we get to see is Super Baby take up a pose, where then he goes out and calls in adult Gohan for an assist. This all but confirms that that move is definitely a special input. We didn't really get to see that in the scans, but we get to see it here. In the scans, we got to see a little bit of Gohan using a different assist where he began doing a series of punches. And here he did the uppercut, and later we'll see him use the C assist. So this kind of correlates to the A assist being allocated to the light attack, the B assist goes to the medium, and the C assist goes to the EX heavy version. I have a feeling Baby's gonna be a god in neutral with all of his ranged options, his ki blasts, his beams, and now this where he has a series of beam-like projectiles similar to what UI Goku has, where he uses like air pressure in order to launch at the opponent full screen. They sneak it in there real quick, but for some reason Baby has his back turned and he launches a ki blast behind him. So I'm almost wondering if he has something to where he can rotate himself, because there's really no reason for him to have his back turned here. But they do edit right to that clip, so that could just be like the middle portion of the move. Maybe, you know, he's mid-spin and we're just seeing him finish off that rotation where he goes out and shoots the ki blast off and rotates back towards the opponent. That's entirely possible as well. Here we see him go ahead and call the C assist and immediately jump into the air for his own projectile as well. A full screen beam in the air. That's gonna be pretty good. Then we see his medium auto combo where he uses a command grab, kind of like what Android 16 has, and tosses the opponent at a 45-degree angle back down to the floor, but not before finishing off with his level 1, which is essentially a final flash. And then they show off his level 3, which is essentially a spirit bomb, which seems to go at a pretty good rate. And then we get to see the star of the show, the showstopper, level 3, man. This is ridiculous looking, but we don't get to see him perform the Gallic Gun version of this. So I'm assuming if you are hitting an assist or if you're DHCing into Baby, one of those two scenarios is going to cause Baby to go ahead and do the Gallic Gun version of that. Regardless, really dope animation, looks amazing, looks beautiful. That pretty much wraps up the trailer. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to hit the like button. It helps out a bunch. And if you're new here, you're going to want to subscribe. Not only do we come out with daily Dragon Ball FighterZ uploads, but I'm going to be keeping you up to date with all of the latest news for Dragon Ball FighterZ. So keep it locked here, become part of this amazing community, and I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful day.